Let me ask you something. Have you ever reached the end of the month and wondered, where did all my money go? Don't worry, you're not alone. Most people spend money every day without realizing it. But imagine if you could understand your money better, control it smarter, and even save for the things you dream about, all with simple English. Today, we're going to show you exactly how.
That's right. Whether you want to buy something special, plan a trip, or just stop feeling stressed about money, this episode is for you. And don't worry, everything we'll explain is in very easy English. So relax, listen, and learn with us.
All right, let's jump in and take the first step towards smarter money and better English right here on Smart English Official. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Smart English Official, the place where your English learning journey becomes simple, modern, and enjoyable. I'm your host, James, and I'm so happy to have you all with us today.
And I'm Lima, your co-host. Hello to all our amazing listeners around the world. Whether you're learning English for school, for work, or for your personal growth, we're really glad you're here. Lima, it's great to see you again. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I had a relaxing weekend, watched some documentaries, made some good food. It was nice. What about you? I'm feeling refreshed too. I went for a long walk, did a bit of reading, and now I'm excited for today's episode because we have a very practical topic that literally everyone needs in life.
Yes, this one is universal. No matter where you live, how old you are, or what job you do, today's topic is important for you.
Exactly. So today we're going to talk about money, how to understand it, how to manage it, and most importantly, how to save it in smart and simple ways. And of course, we'll help you learn plenty of useful English words along the way.
But before we get started, we have one small request.
Just one. If you're enjoying our podcast, please hit the like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to Smart English Official so you never miss a new episode.
Yes, and share this podcast with your friends who want to learn English. Your support helps us grow and create more great episodes for you.
All right, James, let's get started. We use money every single day, but most people never think deeply about how it works.
Right? Money is basically a tool. It helps us get the things we need and the things we want. But there's a big difference between needing something and wanting something, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yes, and before that, let's talk about what people actually do with money. We spend it, we save it, we earn it, and sometimes we even waste it without noticing.
Very true. And today we want to help our listeners understand these actions in simple English. So let's begin with a very common one: spending money.
Spending money means giving your money to buy something. You might spend money on food, clothes, transport, bills, entertainment, many things.
Exactly. I spend money every morning when I buy my coffee. I spend money when I pay my rent. I spend money when I buy groceries.
And spending money isn't bad. You need to spend money to live a normal life. But the key is spending wisely.
Which brings us to our next concept: needs versus wants.
This is one of my favorite topics because it completely changes how people see their money.
So let's explain it the simple way. Needs. These are things you must have to live. Food, water, basic clothes, a place to live, electricity, transport for work or school.
Exactly. Without these things, life becomes difficult. So when you think about your spending, needs always come first. Wants. These are things you would like to have, but you don't need them to survive. A new video game, a branded handbag, dining at an expensive restaurant, buying the latest phone, 5 cups of cafe coffee every day.
And here's the interesting part. Wants give us pleasure, but they also drain our money slowly.
Yes, and many people don't realize how much they spend on wants. That's why understanding this difference is the first big step toward managing money better.
Now let's move on to something that sounds serious but is actually very simple. A budget.
A budget is just a plan for your money.
Think of it like a map that shows where your money is coming from and where it's going. A budget has two parts. Money in income. Money out, expenses.
Money in is usually your salary or maybe money you earn from a side job. Money out is everything you spend your bills, rent, food, transportation, and so on.
And you don't need any special software or app to make a budget. You can do it with a notebook and a pen.
Let's explain the notebook method. It's easy and it works. Step 1. Divide the page into 2 columns. Left side, money in. Right side, money out. Step 2. Write your total income for the month. Your salary, freelance earnings, or any other money you receive. Step 3. For 1 whole month, write down every expense. Even small things. Coffee, bus ticket, snacks, movies, chocolate, anything you buy.
People are often shocked when they see how much money goes to tiny expenses.
Yes, a $3 coffee doesn't feel like much, but $3 every day becomes $90 by the end of the month.
And once you see where your money is going, you understand where you can save.
Everyone wants to save money, but many people don't know where to start. So here are a few simple ways. Tip 1. Reduce small but frequent expenses.
For example, instead of buying coffee every day, make it at home 3 or 4 days a week.
Small changes create big results. You don't remove the joy, you just reduce the cost. Tip 2. Cook at home. Eating out is fun but expensive. Home cooking saves lots of money and is usually healthier too. Type 3. Always make a shopping list.
This is powerful. If you go to the supermarket without a list, you will always buy extra things you don't need.
A list keeps you focused. It protects your money from impulse shopping. Tip 4. Have a saving goal. A saving goal means something you want in the future. A vacation, a new laptop, a bicycle, a smartphone, emergency savings.
A goal makes saving exciting. Instead of thinking, I'm not spending, you think, I'm building my dream. Tip 5. Use a separate savings account. Just one for your savings. When money is in a different place, you're less likely to touch it. Tip 6. Use a piggy bank or jar for coins. A small amount every day turns into a large amount over time. Needs, wants, budget, spend, save, coins, goal, price, cost, income, expenses.
These simple English words help you talk about money confidently.
Wow. The time went so fast today. We covered a lot, and I hope our listeners found these tips helpful and easy to understand.
Yes, money doesn't have to be scary. With a simple plan and some smart habits, anyone can manage it well.
Before we end the episode, we want to hear from you. Yes, you who are listening right now,
Tell us in the comments, what is one way you save money, and what is your saving goal?
we love reading your answers. Writing in English is great practice, too.
And don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to Smart English Official, and share it with your friends and family.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode. Until then,
Take care, keep learning, and keep growing. Both, goodbye.